got a new show for y'all. We got a damn good show. But before we start the show, everybody, remember, you can always support the Hodgetwins at officialhodgetwins.com. Pick you out a patriotic t-shirt today, or a hat, or maybe some bird products. Remember, use discount code CIRCLEBACK. I'll give you 20% off. Hey, no, it's 21%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't have to shout into the mic. You damn near pop my eardrums.
Sorry. I get excited.
Hey, white people.
You know they're going to put y'all back in chains, right?
Yeah, y'all are actually under attack. We joke, we laughing, but I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
I'm thinking they want to put y'all in chains and have y'all building pyramids or something.
Not because y'all evil is
because you're white.
Yeah.
Okay, look.
You walking around here with blonde hair, blue eyes, and you white as the snow, you better look out. You better grow eyes in the back of your head.
Okay, our topic for today, up in New York, they teaching this garbage to kids, what is it? Let me pull it up. The 8 identities of whiteness.
Can you imagine if white people came out with the 8 identities of blackness?
That would be racist as hell, wouldn't it?
Can you imagine that?
Well, this was written by a professor at a prestigious college.
Yeah.
Prestigious.
He's actually got a PhD. He's well educated.
Yeah, his name is Banor Hess.
Yeah.
Banor Hess is an associate professor of African American Studies, Political Science, and Sociology.
I mean, you a professor of African American Studies. Shouldn't you just stick to African American Studies and leave white people alone?
He received
You don't know nothing about white people. You know about African American Studies. You don't know nothing about white people. Maybe you should just stick to African American Studies. Try to help black folks.
Yeah. He received his PhD in government ideology and discourse analysis at the University of Essex. Look here. This guy's teaching at college. Look here. I went to college.
Yeah, I did too.
Went to an online college. Got me a degree in finance, and I'm smarter than this jackass.
Yeah. It's you know what? You can take the most beautiful thing. You can take the Bible. If it's in the wrong hands, they can use it for bad.
Yeah.
You can take a person with great education, PhD.
Yeah, they can use it for bad.
They can use it for bad reasons, man.
This dude is actually trying to end racism with more racism. He wrote this 8 white identities of whiteness, right? And they're teaching this to the kids.
Now, if you're
up
white,
in New York.
And if you're white, you need to listen up because he's talking about you.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to read this to the first one.
You might be a white supremacist. Don't even know it.
Yeah.
We fit and find out today, though.
I mean, if you teach an African-American studies, you should focus on the empowerment of black people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You should focus on empowering black people by telling them you control your own fate.
Yeah.
Not white people, not Asian people, not Latinos.
Yeah.
You hold your fate in your hands.
And actually teach black history. Not only did you was enslaved by the white man, but there was only the buyers. Who sold you? Who captured you?
Yeah, they took them. Black people captured them because, white people ain't that fast.
Yeah, think about this. White people traveled months to get to Africa, dying from scurvy.
Died from scurvy.
And they jump
got
off
rickets, got big bowed legs, wearing white wigs.
And they jump off the boat and start chasing down thoroughbreds. Y'all actually believe that? No. A lot of black people don't know you were captured by Africans. The black Africans sold you to the white man. And if we would teach that in history, real black American history, black people would know not only is there bad white people, but there's bad black people out there.
People talking about black people talking about, I'm going to go back to the homeland. Be careful. They might fucking kick your ass again. Because they still doing that in some parts of Africa.
Yeah, you get that. I'm back in Africa. Somebody throw a net over your ass. Got me a good one.
Oh, wait a minute. He's from America. He's lazy.
He's worthless, too. Throw him back.
All right, let's get serious on this.
I just wanted to make that point.
Yeah.
Bad people come in all shades and colors.
And if I wouldn't be able to teach African Americans because I'd be preaching too much truth. But anyway, then I get in an argument with them bad black kids, and I get thrown in jail for beating one of them up.
Man, you inciting violence in here.
I'm just hypothetical. All right, this is what they teaching the kids in New York, and I'm sure in other liberal areas all over the country.
Yeah.
Look, the 8 white identities.
Listen
the
up,
first
white
one,
people.
Yeah, the first one is white supremacist. Clearly marked white society that preserves names and values white superiority.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, calling an airport, let's say Ronald Reagan Airport, is that white supremacy?
Yeah. Or celebrating Thanksgiving, is that white supremacy?
I mean, he was the president of the United States.
Yeah.
I mean, we got statues, Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
There's streets, Martin Luther King Avenue.
Yeah.
Boulevard, whatever.
Yeah. Well, if you like American values and customs like Christmas, Thanksgiving, names of white people on buildings, streets, you are pretty much a white supremacist.
Yeah, you're preserving whiteness. But that's crazy. We live in America. It's 70% white.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong with naming a street after a white guy.
Yeah, I mean, they make up 70% of the country.
Yeah.
You're going to take Ronald Reagan's name off and put what? Samuel L. Jackson Airport? He's a great actor. Let's go to Samuel L. Jackson Airport.
Yeah.
You're a white supremacist, if y'all believe whatever. Next one is white voyeurism. Wouldn't challenge a white supremacist. Majority of white people in this country,
Yeah.
I'll say well over 90%. I mean, 95, 96.
Yeah.
I mean, might even be 98, 99%
Yeah.
of all white people in this country is against white supremacists.
Yeah.
White supremacy.
Case in point, whenever you see a KKK rally, there's a lot of white people there.
What?
There's a lot of white people protesting the KKK.
Oh, protesting the KKK.
Yeah, a lot of white folks. Wherever you go, no matter what state you're in, there's a lot of white people.
Yeah.
Majority of white people do not agree with white supremacy. That's just a lie.
Wouldn't challenge a white supremacist. Desires non-whiteness because it's interesting, pleasurable, seeks to control. Let me read that again. Desires non-whiteness because it's interesting, pleasurable.
You know what they talking about, right? They talking about cuckold. If you're a white couple and you occasionally bring home some big tall
Why did you say that?
it's just this joke, man.
Man, you crazy as hell.
If you're a white couple and you bring home a tall, dark, and handsome guy to have fun with your wife and you sit back and watch, you're a white voyeurism.
Well, the white people that do that, they call the black people bucks.
No kidding.
I mean, I had to study this before this video because I don't really watch it. I think it's disgusting. But you know what? Speaking about that, I mean, I'm sure the black dude is not there against his will. He's probably getting off too.
I mean, he's not coming. They're not bringing him to that house in chains, are they? No. He's
Right.
there voluntarily.
Yeah. Okay.
Keep reading that definition of white voyeurism.
Seeks to control the consumption and appropriation of non-whiteness. Fascination with culture.
Oh, okay, they talk
Black
about
culture consuming black culture without the burden of blackness. So I guess they're talking about, the black rappers, they're signed to record labels by
white people.
white people.
Yeah, like these Asian stores selling them with black hair care products.
Yeah, they're white supremacists.
They're white voyeurism.
No,
You selling black people's culture. Have y'all ever noticed black women? Y'all looking for some weave or perm and Asian people selling it?
yeah. Y'all know why, right?
White voyeurism, but they're Asian.
I mean, why don't black people sell that stuff? I guess black people just bad business. They got no business acumen.
You go buy.
Why don't y'all start teaching that to kids? Hey, man, when you get older, all these Asians out here, they open up these shops selling black products. This is what y'all should be teaching in African-American states. Open up your own African shops. Make all kinds of money.
Selling Swisher sweets and wigs.
Weaves and
Y'all can sell some 40s, some Swisher sweets.
some sporting waves,
Yeah, man.
wave caps.
Yep.
Fascination with culture, consuming black culture without the burden of. So I guess he's also talking about white people that
Listen to rap music.
You know who's making black rappers rich?
Yeah.
It's not black people.
Yeah, they just parted it. Just downloading it for free.
It's you go to a black rappers concert.
Yeah.
It looks like a Klan rally.
It's not for white people. Yeah.
So I don't get that.
Yeah, they saying white people, if you listen to black music without having to go through life being black or feeling the burden of being black, then
And
you know white voyeurism.
Yeah, and it's like these black rappers, they're making money saying the N-word, and they got a bunch of white people in that crowd.
Yeah.
And
those white rappers they're portraying, I think the black rappers they're exploiting blacks, man, because they're pushing crime and violence on youth.
That's not the typical black person.
Yeah. Yeah. So white people, you listen to black rap?
But that music, they've actually created a subculture within the black community that's actually destroying the black community.
You know what? Who's a white voyeur?
Who?
Eminem. You didn't know that, did you, Eminem? You rapping black music without feeling the burden of black folks?
Yeah.
Eminem, you are a horrible person.
White voyeurism is the term for it.
So just put a picture of Eminem right there. That's what white voyeurism is.
You can't
Vanilla Ice, you too. Vanilla Ice and Eminem, y'all are some horrible people.
Hey. All right, next one. White privilege may critique supremacy, but a deep investment in questions of fairness, equality under the normalization of whiteness and the white rule, sworn goal of diversity.
You just born white.
Yeah. I mean, you may speak up to white supremacy.
Yeah.
But you have a deep investment in questions of fairness. So you're just a white person that says, okay, I want equality of opportunity.
Yeah.
That's not enough.
Yeah.
That's
you
white
suffering
privilege.
from white privilege. No.
Yeah.
If we have 500, according to this white privilege, according to what they want to change things to, if we have 1,000 CEOs in America, automatically 500 of those should not be white. Should be people of color.
Yeah, it should be.
Should be an equal amount of white, black, and white, Asian, Latino, women, men when it comes to CEOs.
Like they say, black people need to be represented as CEOs. Well, more in our society, but it's like
based on the
black people make up only what 10%, 12% of the population. How many black CEOs do you need to have to see that it's equality in this country?
Yeah, well, it's not equality; it's equity.
Yeah, they
don't believe in equality.
Yeah.
They don't believe in equality of opportunity. No, if you believe in equality of opportunity, then you're white privileged because you guys are the majority in this country. So you have a more
obligation to give more opportunities.
You have an obligation to give more opportunities to blacks because you outnumber blacks.
Yeah, so browns. 7 to 10, 70% of the country is white. Y'all need to give up some of those seats in the Senate.
It's not equality of opportunity anymore. It's equality of equity. It should be exactly. Everybody should have a fair.
They focus on the outcome.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next.
Which is when you talk about outcome, that means you just giving people positions.
Yeah.
Based on their race, based on their gender.
Yeah, I mean that's
racism.
That's sexism and racism.
Yeah.
But I guess
that's racism.
This black professor thinks it's gonna make society better.
That's how they explain in white privilege. That's racism when you want equality of opportunity.
Yeah.
What's the next one?
White benefit. This black dude actually sat down and wrote this bullshit. This dude's a professor.
He's creative, man. I bet you can write a good sci-fi movie, man.
Look, white benefit. Sympathetic to a set of issues, but only privately.
Oh, they won't speak? Okay.
Yeah.
Keep going, man.
Won't speak, act in solidarity publicly because benefiting through whiteness in public.
That's kind of white privilege and white benefit combined.
Yeah, some people of color are in this category as well.
Oh, they said people of color. Oh,
they
okay.
said some people of color are in this category as well.
Okay, so I guess I got white benefit because the majority of my fans are white.
Well, we was at a comedy show. Sometimes we do a Q&A at the end, and this black woman had a question. I guess we're going on the topic of white privilege. She said we had, what she call it?
Light skin privilege.
Yeah, and I was like, what the hell is that? She's like, well, you get a pass in society because y'all light skinned. If you was pitch black, you wouldn't have any fans.
You know what's funny?
That's just
I
wouldn't even call that I wouldn't even call that ignorant. That's just dumb.
Yeah,
you just don't get it.
Yeah, it's just they're trying to say benefit their argument with a hypothetical. Something they don't even know that will likely occur if that was to change. Like if I was to be pitch black, right, dark black, she doesn't know for a fact that a majority of my fans will be turned off by me.
She just views the world.
She just views the world as a bunch. She just view white people as just being racist.
She views the world as a black racist.
Yeah.
Only a racist person would say something like that.
Yeah. Because she doesn't know for sure if that would be the case. Nobody would.
Yeah, and this also is for people that didn't march for Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
You're not doing your part. You just sitting back benefiting from white society.
Yeah. Because, like I said, y'all outnumber people of color. So if you don't walk with Black Lives Matter, you're benefiting
From whiteness.
From your whiteness.
Yeah. All this is real stupid. I don't know how this dude ever became a professor, but anyway, White Confessional. And he's teaching this stuff to.
Yeah. This is part of the curriculum in schools in New York.
But this dude is in a university and he's teaching African American studies.
Mm-hmm.
He's teaching this garbage to black people.
Yeah.
You're teaching black people how to victimize each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're supposed to be there to uplift them, empower them.
Yeah.
You're actually mentally enslaving these people in college.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be a professor.
You're supposed to help benefit society. How is this benefiting society? Mentally enslaving black folks and telling white people that they're evil because they white.
The whole civil rights movement was behind treat people not on the basis of skin, you stupid black mother. All right, let's go to the next one.
History should show that, white people here in America freed the slaves way before they freed people in Africa.
Yeah.
And they still enslaving black folks there. White people have went out of their way compared to any other country on this planet have did more for black folks historically.
What?
But historically, white people here in America did more than than any other continent or country.
Yeah. How bad was it back in the Jim Crow era?
Yeah.
During Martin Luther King days?
Right.
You couldn't even use the same water fountain or use the same restroom and stuff like that. And even back then, when this country was systemically racist, majority of this country knew this was wrong, and it forced the civil rights movement.
Yeah.
It signed all that legislation
into law.
White
people had to sign that.
But look at all the advancements black people have made in this country.
Yeah.
First black president, and now you got black professors. And look at this garbage they teaching the people.
And still talking about y'all ain't free.
Talking about I'm setting black people back. What the hell you think this dude is doing?
If y'all don't think y'all live in a free society, what black man in society anywhere on this planet can teach this nonsense?
Only in America. All right, what's the next one? White Confessional. Some exposure of whiteness takes place, but as a way of being accountable to people of color after. Seek validations from people of color. Okay, so that's the white people with Black Lives Matter. Look at me, everybody.
I'm with the black man over here.
Yeah, I'm helping the black man. Those white people put those black boxes up on Instagram and Twitter.
You're a white confessional. Look at me. I got a black box up on Instagram.
Oh, man.
Yeah. In other words, you could say they're virtue signaling, basically, because that's what you meant by it.
Yeah. But some exposure of whiteness takes place, but as a way of being accountable to people of color after. Seek validation from people of color.
There's Black Lives Matter. That's white people that marches with them. That's a textbook definition of what you are.
Yeah, but why would they call them that? They actually feel like they're trying to help the black community, even though they've been brainwashed and you're actually hurting black people.
Right. Well, this is the 8 signs of whiteness, man. You still got to work on yourself.
Yeah.
You still are in that white supremacy category.
All right, next one is white critical. This is complete garbage, man. This is like, okay, white critical. Take on board critiques of whiteness and invest in exposing and making the white regime. Refuses to be complicit with the regime. Like that word, regime. That sounds like white supremacy. Whiteness speaking back to whiteness. So that's
hey, this is an example of that. White critical. Hey, my friend, He doesn't date black girls. He's not attracted to them. Y'all get him.
Yeah. He only likes black girls because they got big butts and they got thick lips. They like it when he only likes it when they suck him.
This guy,
he just uses them for sex.
Yeah.
He's a horrible person. Oh, that white person. Look, everybody, there's a Trump supporter. He's got the hat on and everything.
Get him.
That's what you're talking about, the white critical.
Yeah. He's actually scum. That's the white liberal, what he's talking about.
All right, the next one is the white traitor.
The what?
The white traitor. Why you call them traitor? They on your side, supposedly. The white traitor actively refuses complicity, names what's going on. Intention is to subvert white authority and tell the truth at whatever cost. Need them to dismantle institutions.
What's that white guy acting like he's black, man, on Instagram? He wear glasses.
I think he's mixed, though.
No, he's white, man.
You're a white dude, huh?
Yeah, what's his name?
He kind of look like T.I.
Yeah, he kind of looks like, hey, what's his name, Chris? Sean King. Sean King, he's a white traitor.
Damn. I thought he was on y'all side.
He's a white traitor, man. Sean King, man, he's a perfect example of that.
Yeah, I think this professor was writing this down. He's just running out of ideas. Because this is actually a comic book that he wrote, and he just ran out of material. Okay, the last one.
You should have renamed the 8 signs of whiteness the 8 signs of black evil. Because this is what this is, man. You're enslaving black folks to think white people are horrible people.
And you are an evil person if you see white people in these categories.
Yeah. You are a racist by your own admission. This is how you see white folks.
You're a
racist.
Imagine if, like you said, imagine a white person came up with the 8 signs of blackness.
Yeah. Everybody would call that white person a racist. Why you get a pass? Because you're black.
Yeah. You black people get more preferential treatment in this country.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, look here.
I've talked to cops, man, where they see a black person doing something wrong, they don't even want to bother. They get ready to do a shift change. Like, nah, I'm going to get off. I ain't dealing with this. I can already tell this is going to be a bad situation. I'm just going to look the other way and go home.
Yeah.
To my wife and kids.
All right, look here. Here's the last one. Man, this video was painful to do. Okay, this is the last one.
Yeah.
White abolitionist. Now, what the hell is that?
A white liberal?
Look, changing institutions.
Yeah.
Dismantling whiteness.
What is that? Dismantling whiteness?
I mean, you dismantling whiteness.
Yeah.
And not allowing whiteness to reassert itself.
So
That's what they want.
At this point, every white man is in chains. Serving black people. You kissing black people's feet. You serving black folks. All the janitors have been replaced by white people.
Look here. Okay, look, let me read this again. Changing institution, dismantling whiteness, and not allowing whiteness to reassert itself. This is all, you can already find this in certain areas of America.
Yeah.
It's called the ghetto. And trust me, y'all don't want this taking over the country. If the ghettos take over this country, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Where you gonna go?
Going to Ireland or something.
Yeah, and then white people white over there.
Then I'm going to take my vacations in Greenland.
Yep.
Look at that. Changing institutions, dismantling whiteness, and not allowing whiteness to reassert itself.
Now,
that's the typical black community. It's based all around black culture. You don't see nothing white.
Yeah, you see Martin Luther King Highway, Martin Luther King Road. You see everything that Roscoe Chicken Waffles, Roscoe Chicken Waffles, just everything's black, black, black.
Yeah.
If anything represents any person of white people, that's what I get from that is a sign of white supremacy.
Just because y'all get rid of white people, let's just say you got rid of white people.
Yeah.
Had none but minorities. Y'all think this country is going to turn into an oasis?
Yeah. I mean,
you know, white people are not the problem in this country. If you're feeling this in this country, it's because it doesn't depend on your skin color.
Yeah.
It's because you make bad decisions.
Yeah.
You have no ambition.
Yeah.
and you just suck.
You have no drive. I'm not saying that racism doesn't exist in this country.
Yeah,
nobody's ever saying that. You have white people that's racist against black folks. You have black folks that's racist against white folks. Yeah. You have Asian people that's racist against black folks. Racism can be found in any neighborhood, any color. It just doesn't apply to white folks. Anybody can be racist, but this country is not systemically racist. If it was, how has this dude got a platform? How is this dude teaching this?
Racism is hurting black people because a lot of black people hear this stuff.
Yeah, and they believe it.
And they believe it.
Especially when you're young because you're highly impressionable.
The black people that's hurting in this country is not because of white supremacy.
Yeah.
It's actually because they're racist and they see the country from this horrible viewpoint that oppresses them.
Yeah.
They see this place as white supremacy, and just that racist idea, how they view the world, how they view the country, is actually oppressing themselves. It's not white people.
Yeah.
It's their own brains oppressing themselves.
Yeah, like you see all like black kids, if you look at this video and you see white people and their parents are dropping them off in a nice car, they live in a nice neighborhood. It's not because they're privileged, it's because their parents made great decisions.
Worked hard.
They worked hard. I mean, and now they're benefiting from what their parents did. A lot of black people, man, I mean, every demographic of people have this problem with fatherless homes. I mean, white neighborhoods are suffering from that too, but a majority of those problems are in the black community.
Yeah.
That's one of the problems we have. It's not because this country is systemically racist, because we need to take care of our home first before we can worry about anything else. If your home is messed up, a lot of your chances in life is going to be slimmer. Growing up without a father, that's one of the major things a person, especially a male, regardless of what your color is. If you have no daddy and your mama is a waste of space, chances of you being successful in life is very small.
I'm going to say this. There's a subculture within the black community that white liberals have allowed to flourish because they sign off on all this music and this rap.
This stuff they teaching the white
this
people.
Garbage.
Yeah.
White liberals are actually signing off on this stuff.
Yeah, because
and I think, in my opinion, so they can keep black people right where they are.
Yeah. Y'all keep voting for Democrats.
If you enslaved a mind, that's way more powerful than putting chains on somebody's ankles.
Yeah, because look at nowadays, socialism, communism, people want that. People want a government to take care of them. You did this, ask people about that 40, 50 years ago. They're like, man, socialism, big government to take care of me. Hell no, I want my freedom. I want to decide on how I want to be successful in my life.
Yeah.
That's a big part of our life now because they're teaching in schools.
Yeah,
that's why you see a lot more people younger want to cater towards a bigger government, more socialism, because they taught them that. That's why they're teaching this to white people.
Yeah, and they're teaching us in colleges. Yeah. It's like the reason why we're at this point is because our education system sucks.
Yeah.
It's been sucking for decades, and it's getting worse.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, this last one, what was the words they used?
White traitor?
No, that last one. Changing institution, dismantling whiteness, and not allowing whiteness. If you take out white people out of this country, what do you got?
Yeah.
We all, white, black, Latino, we all play a role in society.
Yeah.
Y'all trying to wipe whiteness off the planet.
Yeah.
If you wipe the white people out, let's say the white people leave, say, I had enough. I'm going to Ireland. I'm going to Greenland. Y'all really think this place is going to be better?
Yeah.
If you want what this man is preaching, go to a black community.
Yeah.
The typical black community.
Yep.
And that's what this country is going to turn into.
Now, he said something in that last statement, white traitor, doing away with institutions. I'm all for it if it's racist. Like the KKK.
Yeah.
White supremacy.
You don't need to represent that.
Oh, yeah. Jim Crow, just laws for.
Yeah, that's what you're really talking about. That's already been wiped away.
You're gearing towards whiteness. Whiteness is not necessarily evil thing. It's how people think, how people treat one another. It has nothing to do with your skin color.
That was a damn good point.
Yeah, just to remove whiteness. I mean, white people did a lot of good in this country.
I mean, just because they're white doesn't make them evil.
Yeah.
Just makes them white. I guess you think all black people are nice and happy and nice people, huh?
Yeah.
Nah, they ain't.
What we trying to say in this video, we need white, we need black, We need brown. We need Asian.
We need to
everybody.
respect each other, but most importantly, you do not determine how good a person is by the color of their skin. You know what Martin Luther King said?
What'd he say, man?
Everybody know what he said. I'm having a Joe Biden moment.
All men should be judged not by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. If y'all would just take and apply that statement and listen to the things this man has put on paper, by his own admission, he's a racist, teaching racism. If y'all gonna let a black man preach racism, why are you not gonna let a white person
teach white supremacy?
White supremacy,
university,
because he's doing the exact same thing, just a different skin tone.
Yeah. Yeah, if that ever come to be in this country, I'm getting the hell out of here.
Yeah, I'm going.
You know, George Washington, Ben Franklin, all them old white men when they came here, they was running from white liberals.
They was running from the white traitor.
Yeah, they was running from what he wanted to turn the white. That's what they was running from. They said, we're going to start our own country, we're going to make things better. Yeah. And now the education system's failing. Yeah. The system, our society.
Not saying George Washington, you know, these people that found this country were perfect. They had their flaws.
Yeah. But now our education system is so bad. Yeah. We're teaching
racism.
Everybody what the founders of this country was running from.
Yeah. That was beautiful what you said, man. If only our schools actually taught real black history. If they really taught what this country stood for.
Yeah, empower black people.
Yeah.
Y'all, this dude's actually mentally enslaving black people. That's all he's doing. I'm so sick and tired of talking about this.
Yeah.
But before I let y'all go.
When y'all white people gonna stand up for yourselves? Y'all just letting these black people walk all over you.
But anyway, before I let y'all go, Mike Lindell, you know the guy, My Pillow?
He's a white guy, and he's not racist.
He's a good guy.
He does. Don't worry about that whiteness. It's just what some crazy black liberal was teaching.
Yeah, y'all know what? He supported our president, and because of that, he's been taken out of, I think, up to 20 stores now.
Yeah.
They've banned him off of social media. Yeah. I mean, they're not letting him market his products.
Yeah. They're actually refusing him the right to run a business.
They're actually refusing him to the American dream in America. And when he hasn't broken any laws, he's not doing anything bad.
He just had a different opinion. Yeah. And these issues we just went about, the 8 signs of whiteness, this is just the beginning. Look what they're doing to a white man just for having a different opinion in this country.
Look what they did to the white president of the United States.
Called him a white supremacist.
Yeah. Whenever these banned him off social media.
Yeah, whenever people attack people that believe in conservatism or believe in American values, doesn't mean we hate this country, we hate black folks, or we're white supremacists. That's just a pretext. They're lying to society. We're not evil white supremacists. Yeah. We need to support this man in his business.
Support his business. You get up to 60% off. Yeah. Go buy you some pillows, some pillowcases.
Yeah, they're gonna be white, but that don't mean you're a white supremacist.
You get up to 6% off. Just use discount code Hodgetwins.
Yeah.
Support his business.
Yeah, support the white man.
That was a damn good show.
Yeah. Don't forget, go to officialhodgetwins.com. Go to the Fight Censorship tab. Hit the links. Follow us on Telegram. Follow us on Rumble. And follow us on YouTube. They haven't censored us there yet. Yeah, they're actually being fair.
Yeah.